Are you planning to invest in cryptocurrency? Have you considered how much money you'll need to succeed in this market? Do you want to know how people made millions of dollars using cryptocurrency? In this video, we'll go over all of the frequently asked questions like, I can't afford Bitcoin, so I'll buy Ethereum instead. How much money do I need to be a millionaire by 2030? These are just some of it, and all of that will be covered in this video. So if you want to know more about how much money do you need to invest to become an Ethereum millionaire, keep watching and please do me a favor to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell to be updated whenever a new video is published. And now, let's get started. How much would ETH be worth in 2030? Is it possible for me to retire if I spend $200 a week for 10 years? Will I be a millionaire if I spend $500 per week for 10 years? And in the year 2030, how many ETH do I need to be a millionaire? Well, to start, Ethereum has increased 32 times in the last year, which is incredible, considering that if you had spent $100 a year earlier, you would now have about $3,200 with you. That being said, it's already skyrocketed, which is incredible. But once again, a few reminders that this is not a sustainable situation. If anyone had invested $50 a week in a strategy over the last 5.5 years, it would have lasted about 300 weeks. More or less, they'd put in a total of $15,000 and now have 1,738 Ethereum, worth $6 million, a 40,000% raise. The essential focus is on the significance of jumping in early, whether early into Bitcoin, early into Ethereum, or early into Tesla. Being early and having time to try again is preferable to being late and catching up on the last improvements being made. If you have the opportunity, get in early. Even if it's just for a small sum of money, it's preferable to take chances now than to regret not doing so when the opportunity arises. If Ethereum can pull off that success, it could be game-changing for everyone's wallets right now. First, let's look at some price forecasts. This is according to Rolf Paul. Ethereum could reach $20,000 during this bull run. That means it will cost $20,000 before October or November of this year or early next year. He's also listed figures like $40,000. So imagine that. It was also mentioned that Ethereum will hit 6 figures in 10 years, which means over $1,000 by 2030, according to Capital, and it'll be over $100,000 by 2030, according to Nigel Green, the founder of DeVere Group. So there are 3 big heavy hitters that say it will hit $20,000 to $40,000 and then in 10 years, $100,000 plus. Wouldn't that be a great motivation to start now? As of today, the price of Ethereum is $4,124.68 and is still rising from time to time. And this is where the calculation begins. If this price maintains until the year 2030, then you'll need to keep an amount of 242 Ethereum to reach $1 million after 10 years. But as we all know, the cryptocurrency changes from time to time. So we'll discuss the potential possibilities of what and how much amount do we need in a worst case scenario, and if you luckily hit the bullseye. Right now, if you invest $200 for 498 weeks, which is set to end in the last week of November 2030, then you accumulate an amount of $99,600 if our basis is the correct amount of Ethereum, which is $4,124.68, if and only if the price won't change. Once again, none of this is accurate, but is close to possible because of the cryptocurrency's market fluctuating value. It would still be best to check the update from the CoinMarketCap to stay up to date for the changes from time to time. According to CoinMarketCap, Ethereum was only worth 15% of BTC's market value in December of 2020. But monitoring the value of Ethereum today is now worth 38.5%, a significant advancement in a short period of time. The ratio of ETH to BTC before used to be 0.22, and today it came down to 0.06 and is heading up to 0.01. So this means if it will successfully run to 0.01, then 1 Bitcoin is equal to 10 Ethereum. However, if Bitcoin will increase at its current price and Ethereum will also follow the prediction, then Ethereum price will increase. So here's our future prediction of Ethereum's worst and aggressive scenarios. If the CAGR is 22% over the next 10 years, then you'll have to maintain a maximum of 39 Ethereum since the worth of 1 Ethereum during that time is $25,606 to achieve $1 million by the year 2030. And to talk about the aggressive scenario, if BTC's price in 2030 will be $551,985, and if we follow the ETH to BTC ratio, which is heading to 0.01, so the cost of ETH by 2030 will be $55,199. So then, if your investment to reach $1 million by the year 2030, you'll need to maintain an amount of 19 Ethereum for 10 years. So now, we'll combine the worst and aggressive scenario, then we will calculate the average price of ETH, and it will be $40,399.50 for each Ethereum, which means if you want to get the bullseye of reaching $1 million by the year 2030, then you need to maintain an amount of 25 Ethereum. Let's say you invest $200 a week for 498 weeks until the last week of November 2030, and then you will be able to accumulate an amount of $99,600. And let us say that the average amount per ETH during that time is $7,864 for the worst case scenario and $10,063 for the aggressive or the bullseye. And if the predicted price per Ethereum by December of 2030 will be $25,600 for the worst case scenario and $55,199 for the bullseye. So let me present to you how the calculation is being performed. Invest $200 a week multiplied by 498 weeks equals $99,600 money invested and divided by the average Ethereum price for the worst case scenario, which is $7,864. You'll get 12.6653103 Ethereum and multiply it by the predicted amount for the worst case scenario of Ethereum on December 2030, which is $25,600, and you'll get a total of $324,232 amount of investment earned. That is for the worst case scenario. According to this prediction and calculation, if you still wish to earn $1 million at the end of December 2030 using the worst case scenario predicted amount of Ethereum, then most probably increase your amount of investment to $650 a week to accumulate an amount of $1,053,753.81. Invest $500 a week multiplied by 498 weeks equals $249,000 money invested and divided by the average Ethereum price for the aggressive case scenario of $10,063. You'll get 24.7441121 Ethereum and multiply it by the predicted amount for the aggressive strategy of Ethereum on December 2030, which is $55,199. You'll get a total of $1,365,850.24 amount of the investment earned. That is where you will be able to reach your all-time goal, that is $1 million by the end of the year 2030. If you spent $200 a week for 10 years, how much will you have? Then, once again, it depends on the price of Ethereum, which fluctuates over time. However, according to our calculations, reaching the $1 million mark with just a $200 investment is nearly impossible. But as long as the Ethereum price will be in our favor as per the calculation and the prediction, then in no time you'll be able to buy your dream Lamborghini and maybe buy a few islands in Asia. And for the final question, how many ETH do you need to be a millionaire in the year 2030? Again, upon the prediction for the worst case scenario, you'll need approximately 41 Ethereum. And for the bull's plan, you'll need 25 Ethereum. So once again, make it a habit to check the graphs of the current price of the cryptocurrency market. The cryptocurrency market is something that we cannot just control, but it sure is worth the time when done right. How about you? Would you take the risk to invest in such a market? Are 10 years worth the wait to target the bull's eye? And lastly, what strategy do you have to be sure of your success in this kind of business? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications on our future content. With that being said, see you in the next one.